Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do come back here a few times a week to do them for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You don't have to be any of those, really. If you're just looking in and cross-watching, that's cool too. But if you are brand new and you haven't been to Ten of Cups Tarot before, welcome here. I do this reading, well, just about every day, a few times a week anyway, for the Taurus tribe, because you eat up my readings so quickly, and for your loyalty. I really do appreciate you. So if you are brand new, I hope you'll be in the comments and let us know. And thank you for subscribing. If you're looking for a new community to belong to, we are a community here. I'm not here to ignore you in the comments. Your comments are valuable to me, so that's why I'm in the comments as well. All right, here we go. Now, my bonus reads, I do not leave with a date or time. I intend for these to be predictions for you, Taurus. Some of it may resonate right now, but this is meant as a prediction. So if this has already happened for you, then this is not your read. This is a predictive read, and it could resonate today as something in the current energy, but this is not past energy. All right, here we go. We are looking at hold your vision. It feels like there is something that you've been hoping for and wanting. Hold your vision to me is the Nine of Wands. It's almost here. Hold on. I know you're exhausted, but hold your vision. Do not take your eye off the prize, Taurus, is what I want to tell you. We do have bring love into the situation. So if you're looking at it and in a sort of swords kind of way, I want to say that it's time to bring a little bit of compassion or love, something that's a little softer than swords. Swords are masculine, water and earth are feminine, right? Swords and fire are masculine. So it does say new moon in Aquarius energy. So it does say bring love into the situation. Instead of having it all in swords, it feels like you're supposed to bring a little love into the situation. Who is that? I'm hearing a song, and it's George Michael. Is it George Michael, though? Put a little love in your heart. No, it's not. Maybe it's a group of people. I just keep hearing it over and over. Put a little love in your heart. We have, it's time to release negativity. Look, that's what the full moons are about, Taurus. It's time to release things that no longer serve you. We do have the full moon in Scorpio here. It's time, you know, this Pisces season, right? We're in Pisces season right now, and it's bringing everything to the surface. All of the emotions, all the things we didn't look at, the things that we buried in our emotions are coming to the surface now. We're using our intuition. Our intuition's on high in Pisces season. And it says here, it's time to release negativity, which is the effect of the full moon. But it's psychic energy because Scorpio's here, right? So I want to say that it's a combination of the full moon in Virgo, which is looking over in detail everything that we do need, everything that we want to add, things we want to take out of our spiritual diet, and we do have time to release negativity. If you don't have a ritual and you would like to participate in some sort of a small ritual in order to let things go that no longer serve you, please know there's a bunch of them around the internet. The way that I do it is I just take something that is a fire retardant bowl here, something that's not going to catch me on fire, and I write things down, things that I want to release. I thank the universe for people, places, things, situations. I put them in the bowl and I burn them. So please be careful when you do that. You might want to do it outside. Please don't do it in a place where you will get hurt. We do have the energies gaining momentum. So I want to say that energy's been gaining momentum to this full moon, asking you to release the things that no longer serve you. All right, one more card. I'm going to put this one in the future. This one in the future. Tell me about what's coming up in the future. We have flexibility. Yeah, being flexible, the F word, right? This is card number 19, and 19 is the sun. And it feels like something is about to be birthed here, that you need to be flexible. I feel like you need to hold your vision, be flexible. And what I mean by that is instead of saying, I want this person first, middle, last name standing at the corner on this day at this time, make sure that he's there. That's when I'm going to come and get him or her. Be a little more flexible. Maybe it's time to think about that you want, you know, maybe your manifestations need to change. I want someone to pour into me like I'm pouring into them, someone who's going to treat me as well as I treat them. Maybe it's time to be a little more flexible in the way that you think and the actions that you take. All right. There we go. Let's get some clarity with the tarot. Tell me about Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus? The moon rising, Venus and Jupiter. What is coming up for Taurus? This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. I do not read it in the reverse, just because that's the request of the creator, person who created the deck. Tell me about this. Tell me about hold your vision. Why is Taurus supposed to hold their vision? Because it's time to think about it with your intuition. I want to say that, intuition's on high in Pisces season. Making the decisions about who makes the cuts, Taurus, is all going to come down to this. It's all going to come down to your intuition. You're going to know intuitively what to do. Some of you could be a high priestess, and you could be someone who is a card reader, psychic, medium, someone who uses their talents to benefit society, right? That you're spreading good news or spreading information to people who require it by using your life to do that. The high priestess is also someone who's very quiet. I don't think you're telling anybody about your vision. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting or what your biggest vision is, I don't think you're saying anything to anyone about it. And for some of you, it could include someone from the past, because we do have the tiger pointing into the past here. Not for everybody, right? And if that's not for you, then just leave it here. If you don't want someone who's old, that's okay. But I feel like you need to make the cuts then. If this is someone that you don't want, then maybe it is time for you to cut them away. Do some sort of ritual under the full moon tomorrow or tonight. We do have the Hanged Man. Very interesting. More Piscean energy. It's telling us we are in Pisces season, and it is all going to be about how you feel about certain things. This is also adding a little bit of love. It says bring love into the situation, and I feel like you've been thinking about that. How can I bring more love into the situation? The Hanged Man is here because I feel like you're a little stuck. You need to pull back, right? The wide angle lens. Take a look at everything, all the details. When I'm a photographer, and as I'm just seeing my camera, and as I use the wide angle lens, it's because I want clarity for the whole picture. I don't want to take just a shot of something really small on the table, right? So it's like you need to pull away and see the whole thing for what it really is, and then choose to bring love into the situation. And Pisces is all about the love, right? All about the emotions, all about doing it because it feels right, not because it looks right, not because your brain said so, but because it feels right. Tell me more. It says here that it's time to release negativity. What do you have to release, Taurus? It's time to release indecision. I feel like you need to make a decision. You're at the crossroads of something here, and it feels like you can go that way or you can go that way. And I'm going to say that when the Two of Wands shows up, either path, Taurus, leads to something great. So please don't think like you have to make some sort of a decision what's going to exclude somebody and it's not about excluding anything. It's about a choice. It's like this path is for you and that path is for you, but you can only follow one. You can't have both, right? So it is about making a decision here that is going to be passionate for you. It's about choosing one or the other. And I don't think that any way that you choose, no matter what you choose, is going to be the wrong thing. What is most important here is that you let go of this negativity here. So whatever path you take, please make it be a positive path. Okay, we've got the Three of Wands that's already fallen out of the deck here, so we'll use that. We've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like the ships that are coming in for you, or what you're waiting on, is the right feeling. Right? Holding on to your vision, being silent. You're waiting on something here. You're holding your vision, Taurus. Tell me what Taurus is waiting for. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Look, you're like, I want all the beans in the jar at the fair. I'm gonna guess those exactly, and I'm taking home the whole jar. I'm not leaving one penny, not one pentacle on the table. That's what it feels like. I'm waiting for the right one to come along. I'm not doing the hit and quit it. I'm not doing the one night stand. I'm not doing all that stuff. I want all the beans in the jar. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. So I think you need to hold your vision. And anybody that comes around who tries to pull you off your path, I feel like you are just saying, no, you know what? I'm steady. I'm good. Nah, brah. You can't pull me off of my path. I'm solid. I'm looking for the 10 Pentacles. If you can't bring me a long-term relationship, then I'm not doing it with you. No. And then we have the Star. So this is your manifestation. So I think you're supposed to hold your vision on your manifestation here. And it's a fixed moon. And to me, when I hear fixed, of course, I think fixed signs. But this is Aquarius, and that is a fixed sign. I feel like it's a wish fulfillment for you that you're keeping under your hat. You're not sharing it with anybody. You're not sharing this dream with anybody. You're manifesting it, hoping for it, wishing for it. And I feel like you are going to get what you want. When the star shows up, it's because your manifestation, it's not because you've been manifesting, it's because your manifestation is about to come in. So that's why it's saying to hold your vision, Taurus. Please don't get off course. No matter what the ships bring in, please don't get off course. Tell me about the Hanged Man here. Bring love into the situation. It's almost like you're waiting for it. Now, the Hanged Man, I think, is more about perception, right? Yeah, it's like you get into the Hanged Man energy so you can see something different from what you've been seeing all along. You're trying to find an answer here. We've got the Daughter of Swords. Daughter of Swords is the Page. We've got the Six of Wands. So we do want victory here. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So it does say bring love into the situation, right? And who could think of anybody who's all loving more than Pisces or any other water sign, right? I feel like you have to make some sort of a decision, or you must dig deep, I want to say. You must dig deep. If you've been watching someone or they've been watching you, or you're trying to make a decision, because this is a student. You are a student of your intuition. And I feel like you are also the student of perception, right? It feels like you're trying to see something from another side, another direction here. Bring love into the situation. I feel like you are supposed to be a student of the Hanged Man. And that is taking a look at that side and that side and that side, and not just seeing it for, just not seeing anything just from one side. You're trying to find some sort of balance, listen to your intuitive energy or your psychic energy in order to make some sort of a decision. Because you are a student of the game, I feel, and what you are waiting on or what you are hoping for or trying to learn is about the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands tells me that you are having some sort of a victory that's coming in after the fight. So you come from a place where anything that came to kill you made you stronger, and you chased it off and you were able to find the victory. I feel like the victory's coming, and that's why it's telling you to hold your vision. We've got the Mother of Swords, and although it says bring love into it, I think that you're supposed to still have a firm hand. I think you're supposed to be assertive, say what you feel. With the Hanged Man energy, make sure that you make your intentions clear to whomever you are dealing with. Look, a lot of people will get into a relationship, and let's just say it's something as easy as sports. Let's just say it's that. It's like, oh, yeah, I like sports. I don't mind sports. Let's go do a sports thing. But we do that so we can get in good with that person. And maybe after 5 years, you're like, really? That's all we're going to do is sit home and watch football? Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like you need to stand up. You need to be counted. You need to be very assertive with somebody and let them know, this is what I expect. I expect you to bring love into the situation. And I'm going to bring love into it too. So there's something here that needs to be spoken about clearly. You need to stand up and not be afraid to lose something, because a lot of times people will pretend they like sports, and after 5 years they're sick of pretending that they like sports, but they did it in order to get someone to stay with them. The Queen of Swords doesn't really give a shit if you stay with her or not. She just wants the truth, and she knows that she's a winner either way. Either you tell me you don't want to be with me, or you tell me that you do, but either way I get an answer, and so that's how I win. So the Queen is, I think, is beckoning you to get the details before you choose to get into anything. Tell me about the Two of Wands here, please. Time to release negativity. Whatever path you take, make sure that it is the positive path. Make sure you're doing that intuitively or with your psychic energy here. I feel like it's time to release something over the full moon. I feel like the direction you are taking is the one that is going to be the most sturdy, the most stable, the one that'll be the most fun, exciting. We've got the Four of Wands, and it's not just stable and sturdy, but it's fire. It's passionate. It's fun. It's exciting. It's creative. So I feel like, and of course we've got the 2 and the 4 here, which is 6, but the 6 has come up here. So I feel like what you are going to do is you're going to release negativity for sure, because you do want the victory of picking a path here. And I think you want the path that's going to lead to something, the next level of a relationship. Like I said back here, you're not in it just to date around and find someone to sleep with. That's not what I feel from you, feminine or masculine. What I feel is you're serious. You're really ready to settle down and make a decision. No more broken hearts. What you're releasing is negativity, right? That's what it says here. It's time to release negativity, and there it is. It's time to release the worry of the broken heart, Taurus. And then we have transformation, and I love it because it's the end of a broken heart. And I know that you know that if you decide to go at it with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, if you stick to your guns, hold your vision, that it is going to work out for you. You are going to no longer be heartbroken. You're going to find someone that you trust, someone who's willing to grow with you. That's what transformation is as well. But the death card here is telling me that you're taking your pain and re-upping it. I want to say you're transforming your pain into love. I feel like you're taking all of the things that have happened back there and you've decided to stand your ground. I'm going to stand my ground, wait for the victory, wait for somebody who's not going to break my heart, somebody who does want to stay around for a long while. We've got Scorpio energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. We've got Piscean energy, Aquarius again. All right. Tell me why you need to be flexible in this whole situation. Now, card number 19 is the Sun. It is the Sun, but also 1 and 9 is 10. It's the beginning of something. So I feel like you do have something coming forward, but you're going to have to be flexible. And I don't know in which way you'll need to be flexible. Let's find that out. Why do you have to be flexible, Taurus? Because of the Chariot, because it's going to move fast and you don't like to move fast. You like to be the one who has your eye on everything. You want to be able to move slow toward a goal. But it looks like for some of you, it could be a Cancer we're talking about that is coming at you, but definitely some really quick energy. So I want to say that the Chariot is asking us to keep our energies in balance, right? We have the horses, right? The dark one, the light one, and that is the feminine and masculine energies. We need to, when we join forces in those masculine and feminine energies, it's magic. When one can take care of the feminine and one can take care of the masculine, now I'm not talking about body parts. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. When the energies are balanced, no matter if you're a man or a woman, if we're talking about 2 men or 2 women, it doesn't matter. The feminine and masculine energies must always be balanced. Always, always. And so I feel like if you can balance the energies and be flexible at the same time, I feel like things they move really quickly here. We do have the Page of Wands. And so you are getting some sort of communication here. It feels like your ability to be flexible, telling the universe what you want to let go of, that you no longer want to be heartbroken, and that you are going to stay on the path of the 10 of Pentacles, wanting the long-term relationship, and the 4 of Wands, wanting to have somebody move in, going to the next level, maybe getting engaged, that you're telling the universe exactly what you want here. We do have the Page of Wands, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be a friendship turning to love. It doesn't have to be for all of you. But I think that what you're really waiting on, what you want to be flexible on here, is that you want someone who can collaborate with you at the same level that you collaborate, right? At the bottom of the rung, at the bottom of the ladder, there is competition. At the top of the ladder, where we are in a high level relationship, it is collaboration. It's helping each other. You're on my team, I'm on your team. You know, we're going to collaborate ideas and things in the 3D. So I feel like that's what you're looking for. And we do have the Magician. I feel like you're manifesting it. That's your magic. This is what you're manifesting here. I want someone who can be on my team, someone who is solid and grounded and stable, someone who wants to move maybe quick at first, but maybe it slows down a little bit. And then we look at the Magician energy. We find out what it is exactly we want. I feel like you have all the tools that you need and that you know your worth. And so this is what it looks like, y'all, when we have a reading with someone who knows their worth. When you know your worth, you're not putting up with anything but the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. And all you're doing is cutting out negativity and standing up for what you believe in and making sure that if somebody's watching you, if they come forward, you need to be honest with them. Be flexible, but be very honest. Okay, let's the outcome here. Ace of Swords, somebody's coming in to talk, my friend. Somebody you may have had an ending with, but we do have, I think it's 10 of Wands though. So it feels like this conversation, whatever it is going to help you drop some burdens, whether you know this person or not. It doesn't matter to me whether you do or not, but there is going to be an open conversation. It's going to be clear, concise. We're going to talk about things we never thought of before. It's aha moments. You can see the lightning coming in here. It's a realization. We do have the 10 of Wands, which is dropping of burdens. Why? Because it's time for us to have a little bit of balance. Again, we've got the black cat, the white cat. It's time for us to balance the energies between us. Karmic justice is what that is, and I feel like you've manifested the whole damn thing. There it is. The two geese. Look, hey, guess what? I'm in Canada here. I heard some geese overhead today. And that is a sure sign that spring is on the way. The geese know. They know. They don't show up when there's going to be bad weather. They know. Intuitively, they know. I feel like you are going to find your partner because geese mate for life, right? The only way, if you do see a geese and it's not with a partner, you know it's because their partner has passed away or they haven't found one yet. But they do pair off and they pair for life. So I do feel like you do have someone who's going to choose you for life. I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching, my bull gang. I love you guys. I'm out for now, but I'll be back as well, always, because I'm always back. Love ya. Bye-bye.